Hello and welcome to Harrison High School as the Harrison Hoyas get ready to take on the Sequoyah Chiefs. Harrison Hoyas in white, Sequoyah Chiefs coming out here in gold and black. Brian Zwerner and Kyle Sandy here tonight. We did the girls game, Kyle. We had a real nice showing from two of the top girls teams in the state. What do you expect out of the boys game here tonight?
I think it's going to be a frantic pace. I think it's going to be sloppy at times. I think it's going to be very exciting at times. I think it's going to be a close game. Talking to Coach Carden before the game, they said this game has nothing to do with seeding. These two teams are likely going to meet up on Monday, I believe they said, next week. So they're going to be very familiar with each other. The first meeting was a 95-96 thriller in overtime that Harrison won. Sequoyah got big-time contributions from a very young lineup. Miles McGee, a sophomore, had 32 points. Jackson Greco, who's averaging over 20 points per game, a sophomore, had 21 points. Donovan Ship, the Class 6A Freshman of the Year last year, had 18 points per game. Another sophomore, and DJ King, a junior, had 13 points in that loss. So it's going to be a very exciting game, back and forth. You're going to cringe at times. You're going to jump and cheer at times because it's just going to be so many exciting plays out there, just a style of play that Coach Carden's young Sequoyah Chiefs like to play. And then Harrison, they have a very talented freshman. We're not sure if he's out there or not. We can't seem to locate him in the warm-ups for Harrison, but Bobby Moore is the future for the Harrison Hoyas. And this is going to be a pretty evenly matched game. Harrison coming in at 7-16, 4-10 in Class 6A Region 6. Sequoyah 11-13. They've been playing extremely well lately. They won just 3 games last year. They're already at 11-13, 5-9 in the region. So expect both of these teams to put it out there on the line. Senior night for the Harrison Hoyas. They have something to play for tonight.
Yeah, real nice crowd here tonight. The senior night introductions just finished up. That led to a little bit of a late start tonight. Tuning in a little later than you might have expected. Tonight's game is brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. We help teams find gym space for practice and training. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. Kyle, I've got a chance to see a couple of these kids up close and personal. I personally coached a feeder team in a fall league and watched Jackson Greco put about 30 points in against me and knock us out of the playoffs. It was something to watch. He's got a great three-point game. He's been out here warming up and hitting a lot of shots. And I was on the receiving end of many of those three-pointers during the fall league game. I've also seen Bobby Moore, high flyer for Harrison. We'll see if he's out there. I did not see him in warm-ups. Not sure if he's sitting on the bench or where he's at. But he is a frequent dunk contest participant. I watched him win a dunk contest last summer at a D1 Specs travel tournament, all-star game, and he was a participant in the CP3 dunk contest up in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So hopefully we'll see him out here and see what he can do. He is a fun player to watch. And we are about to be underway. Should be introductions coming out here any second now. About 40 seconds to the end of the clock. I had to do a double take when I looked up the score from when these two teams played before. It said 96-95 in OT. I don't know if that was 1 OT or 7 OTs, but it said 96-95.
Yeah, they like to get up and run. Sequoyah just plays that fast-paced game. I think heading into this Region 6 tournament, Sequoyah and probably Allatoona, which is funny to say because Allatoona's been so dominant in past years. Those are the two teams you're not really going to want to see because Sequoyah, they can get hot and they could stun you. They took care of Dalton when Dalton came to the War Lodge just recently, handled their business over there. We're up 21 points, ended up winning a closer game. But Sequoyah, a team that can get hot and give you some problems in the region tournament. And then Allatoona, of course, defensively and probably going to outcoach pretty much everybody they see.
Well, sorry to say Bobby Moore will not be playing. I see him in street clothes over there with a walking boot, so he will not be playing tonight. We're going to take a pause here for the national anthem. Okay, and we're back. Action will be underway here shortly. We're about to get player introductions as the Harrison Hoyas in white host the Sequoyah Chiefs in gold and black. Okay, we're going to get the player introductions here. Kyle, who do you look for on Harrison to carry the scoring load tonight?
That's a great question. I think it's going to be more so by committee. There's not going to be one standout player. This Harrison Hoyas team they've been in a rebuilding process for a couple years now, so we're just going to have to see who brings it tonight. They do have some size inside now. Is that impactful size? This is my first time seeing Harrison, so we're soon to find out. But we'll see how it turns out for them. We know Sequoyah is going to be all based on Jackson Greco. You talked about him earlier. He is a volume shooter. He loves to fling up those left-handed three-point shots, but you feast and famine with him. Sometimes he might be 8 of 14 from 3, or sometimes he might be 3 of 14 from 3. The best thing about him, he's going to have to put the ball on the floor. He gets to the foul line a lot. He's very herky-jerky with those strange movements, and he's a very good free throw shooter. So the Harrison Hoyas have to do a good job of tracking him at all times on the perimeter and find out how to stop him and keep him off the foul line.
Harrison is pumping up the crowd there. I think we might see fireworks. We might have flames shooting out somewhere.
Senior
but
night,
player
baby.
introductions are hot stuff here at Harrison Hoyas. They got the lights down low, the spotlight's out, and I'm waiting for the pyrotechnics, Kyle.
Yeah, we can hardly hear you. We're right here, and it's very loud in here. Very nice crowd for these two teams.
Senior starter Jack Brunswick being announced out here. Senior night at Harrison Hoyas up here in Kennesaw, Georgia. I'm not even sure the players can hear what's being announced out there. It's so loud in here.
We have no idea what's going on.
Michael Wilson, senior guard, coming out. He had a big game against River Ridge, 18 points back in December. Jonathan Gernat, sophomore, had a dozen points against Osborne about 2 weeks ago. Elijah Williams, a junior guard, number 24. And last to be introduced, a junior guard, Jason Porter. Kyle, we've done quite a few of these games. I've been to a bunch of games, but I've not seen an introduction quite like that. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was very nice, very nice. Brings me back to my time at Banks County. They had a very nice introduction, but not as loud as this one.
They got a great crowd here on senior night. Stands filling up real nicely here at Harrison High School. And we're about to tip. Braxton Peterson going to try to take the tip here. He's got quite a lot of size on 5'10" DJ King over there. Doesn't seem like a good matchup, but maybe DJ Kim's got some wild hops. Nah, he doesn't. Harrison ball, we're going down the court. Harrison in white against Sequoyah in gold. First shot no good, and Sequoyah is off to the races. Nice drive in the paint, no good, followed by Miles McGee, and that two-point bucket is good.
Off to a quick start, had 32 points in their first meeting, so let's see if McGee can do it again.
Little full court pressure, and Harrison throws the ball away. Coach Cardin and the Sequoyah Chiefs bringing the heat there to start the game. They get out in transition. They're bringing some pressure. Working the ball inside. Montgomery turns it over. Oh, Montgomery slaps it back and gets the ball back himself. McGee with the shot, and good. He's got all 4 of their points right now. Harrison up by 4 to start the game early. Pressure coming. Harrison breaks the press there. Working around, three-point bucket up and away, and it's no good for Jonathan Gernat. Rebounds out, DJ King pushing the ball in transition. Three-pointer up, and it's no good. Rebound by Harrison. Rebound to Elijah Williams. He's pushing the ball up, and he's got Michael Wilson open for 3, and it's good. Kyle, this is the fast pace you were expecting. 4-3. Barely a minute and a half into the game, 6:33 remaining.
Yeah, going to be different from the girls' game. Expect a lot of points here.
Missed shot off the baseline. Rebound goes to Jason Porter. Back over to Michael Wilson. Three-pointer away, no good. Foot back, followed in by Braxton Peterson.
Too big right there, too big. He looks like he's about 6'7", 6'8", too big inside.
DJ King into the paint, trying to work the ball around to Miles McGee. And 3-second call, 3-second call there. 5-4, 6:08 remaining. Harrison Hoyas, home team in white, up 5-4. And Sequoyah setting up their full court pressure. They got a 2-2-1 press going here. Hoyas were able to break it, but a little bit sloppy in the first couple of possessions here. Throwing over the top. Ball works its way over to Elijah Williams. Back over to Jason Porter. Jason Porter driving baseline, no good. Knocked out of bounds, but it's going to stay Harrison ball. We had quarters without this many points in the girls' game earlier tonight.
You're right about that. We're off to a quick start thanks to Miles McGee.
Jason Porter works the ball around to Wilson. He's already got 1 3 tonight. He's not shy. Fired the ball up twice real quick in the start of this game. Back around to Wilson. Looks it off. Three-pointers up and away, and it's good. And that's Jack Brunswick.
That was Jonathan.
Jack Brunswick for 3. It is 8-4. Home team Harrison Hoyas, and that is a backcourt violation. DJ King, senior captain, trying to make the argument that it was touched by the Hoyas, but the referees wanted no part of that. 8-4, 5:29 remaining. Harrison Hoyas in white, Sequoyah in gold. Be surprised to see that Sequoyah hasn't found the opportunity to get the ball to Jackson Greco. He hasn't had any touches yet on offense.
Yeah, it's a fast-paced game. When it's a fast-paced game, sometimes you don't get an opportunity to run your half-court sets, and that is probably why Greco hasn't got many touches yet.
Harrison working the ball around the perimeter. They have not been shy. They've taken 3 3-pointers already in this early game. And here comes the fourth one. It's away. No good. Follow, no good. Ball bouncing around. Loose ball. Secured by Wilson. Swung out to Porter. If he looks around, he's got an open jump shot. Nope, they're going to pull it back out again and try to run the offense. Working the ball inside to Braxton Peterson. Braxton Peterson, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound. And Sequoyah's out and running again. It's DJ King in transition. Inside pass, good bucket and a foul. Jaden Montgomery with the 2.
It's a very different Sequoyah roster than back when I played, and even a couple of years ago. Coach Carden's really trying to change the culture. They only have 1 senior on this roster, loaded with sophomores. He keeps saying, give me 1 more year.
Free throws up, and it's good. Yes, I heard stories last night from Kyle Sandy's own father about the days when Kyle was roaming the paint for the Sequoyah Chiefs. Excited to be out here watching his alma mater, I'm sure.
Very talented young player back in the day. Never got the respect he deserved. Very efficient in the post, but we'll leave it at that.
Still getting to enjoy his love of basketball tonight here at Harrison Hoyas in white as they take on the Sequoyah Chiefs in gold. 8-7 lead for Harrison early, 4:39 remaining. It's been a fast-paced up and down game. Harrison has launched 4 3-pointers and hit 2 of them. And I think we're going to see a whole lot more. Jackson Greco with his first opportunity, driving the basket. Nice move in the paint, and the bucket falls. 6'2" sophomore, their leading scorer, averages 19 points a game, and he's getting his opportunities now.
Yeah, it's like a playground old school move. He uses ball fakes, pivot foot, he gets it to go in there.
Jumper no good. Rebound Montgomery. He gets it out. A lot of contact. They're going to call the foul on Wilson. Chiefs with the 9-8 lead now with 4:05. About halfway through the first quarter here. It's been a frantic pace. Not on pace for that 96-95 game we saw these two teams play in early January, but still a real nice pace of play so far. Not sure where that really favors either team at this point. Both are plenty happy to launch jump shots. Shots up and away for DJ King, no good. Rebound pulled down by Braxton Peterson, tallest player out there on the court, it looks like. Three-pointer again away, no good. Wilson with the follow, doesn't get it to fall, and King is out and running. King, great move inside, not able to finish. And we are going the other direction again. Elijah Williams. Here comes yet another three to the trailer. Looks like it's going to be Gurnett, misses DJ King. Back out again. He likes to push the ball in transition too. Working it around the top. Three-pointer no good. Wilson with the rebound. And a quick foul given by DJ King. Whew. Not a lot of time to even take a breath out here trying to call this action.
Catch your
they
breath.
are going fast.
It's going to be like this all game long. That's how they like to play, Sequoyah. They definitely control the tempo here.
If you like fast-paced basketball, this is the game for you. None of these possessions are lasting more than 10 seconds before a shot goes up. Yeah. No need for a shot clock tonight. In the girls' game, we watched Harrison dribble out a full minute as Sequoyah was happy to keep the score tight. That is definitely not going to happen in this game here for the boys. Wilson advances the ball into the front court, tightly guarded. Harrison been looking for the three-point baskets, camping out on the three-point line. A lot of dribble penetration. The dish, Wilson passes up the three there, drives the paint. Nice layup, and it goes. That's his 5th point. 10-9 now, Harrison Hoyas up. Ball working around the perimeter to McGee. McGee had 2 quick early buckets. Up to Greco, he launches the three, and it's good. Kyle, if you're Harrison, you're not liking that. That was a quick three. He barely set his feet, and he still drained it.
Yeah, you don't want to let him see the ball go in the basket because he gets more confidence, and he'll take some better shots, and they'll keep falling for him.
Absolutely. We got 12-10 now. Sequoyah in gold leading with 2:21 remaining. Wilson drives, and he's fouled. Today's game brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. We help teams find gym space for practice and training. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. Kyle Sandy and Brian Zwerner excited to be here with you tonight as we watch the Harrison Hoyas in white take on the Sequoyah Chiefs in gold. Wilson with the free throw for Harrison. That's his 6th point. He leads all scorers. Jackson Greco with 5 leading the Chiefs. Right in front of us here at the camera. Wilson's 2nd free throw won't go. Ball bouncing around, secured by the Chiefs, but thrown away. Yep, going to be Harrison ball. Stays here. Harrison to inbound. Back over to the corner to Wilson. Leads all scorers tonight so far. Ball out to the three-point line. A little bit of a shuffle of the feet there for Jalen Williams, but he gets away with it. Tries to find the shooters on the outside. Not quite there. You better watch the 3-second call. We've already seen one of those tonight. And they'll reset at the top. Wilson's really been the engine of the offense so far for the Hoyas.
Very aggressive so far, and even hitting the glass very well.
Trap coming in the corner there, and that's the travel call that I thought we were going to get on the other side, Kyle. Still 12-11 here with 1:42 remaining. We've had a fast up and down pace, but the shots aren't falling quite as fast as they were earlier. Michael Wilson takes a breather. We'll see who's able to generate offense now for Harrison. His driving has created opportunities for himself and for others. He had 18 points in a game against River Ridge in December, one of his high-point games on the season. Sequoyah trying to set up their offense here. 3-point look. And it's a bank three. The bank is open for Drew Conroy. I'm not 100% sure he called for that bank, but it's going to count anyways. 1:17 remaining. Chiefs leading 15-11 here on the road at Harrison. Michael Wilson was really key in the offense. We'll see what kind of opportunities they can get here with him on getting a breather. 1 minute remaining in the quarter. Ball works its way around to Elijah Williams. And we've got a three-pointer away, no good. Rebound to Jalen Williams. He's been real active on the court here. Chiefs with the ball, running out. Donovan Shipp pushing in transition over to Miles McGee. Back around to Jackson Greco. Three-pointer is up and it's away. He has 8. He's made his first 3 shots, and he is getting hot. This kid averages 19.2 points a game. And he can be a streaky shooter. He's seen all 3 of his shots fall so far.
Harrison getting sloppy against that Sequoyah press, and you have to know the personnel out there. You have to know where Greco is at all times. You can't let him get any open looks from 3. Just buried his second one. Got to be careful right now. Harrison down 18-11.
Yeah, Greco looking to call for the ball here now. Let's see if he can create off the dribble. Nice driving layup. Doesn't fall. Rebound, Hunter Nobis. And Jalen Williams going to push the ball in transition. Okay, Wilson's back on the court. He's got 6 to lead the Hoyas here in the first quarter. 18-11, 16 seconds remaining, 15, 14. Working it around the corner, 12 seconds now, 11. Trying to get the ball inside, out to the shooter on the three-point line, and it falls. That is Jalen Williams with the 3. Their third three-pointer now of the quarter. And the driving layup was good. Score the bucket for
Ship with the jumper in the lane there, 20-14. End of one. This is the pace we expected, a high-scoring game. Couple sloppy turnovers here and there. Young team. Sequoyah definitely controlling the tempo here in their favor, and they got Jackson Greco with a quick 8 points.
Yeah, it's been a great paced game. If you like fast-paced basketball, this is the game for you. Today's game is brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. We help teams find gym space for practice and training. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. Well, we've seen a fast pace of play so far. Jackson Greco, leading scorer for the Chiefs in the season. He's got 8. He's made all 3 of his shots, 2 threes and a 2. Michael Wilson for Harrison, been playing a nice game, driving, hit 1 3 early to open the game, and been penetrating and finding opportunities. They've hit 3 3-pointers themselves. They seem to be plenty happy Harrison to launch these threes all night long.
So Sequoyah, everybody in this region knows they can put points on the board, but the one bugaboo for Sequoyah is their defense. Sometimes they get into a habit of gambling a lot, giving some open lanes here and there, and that's why they might score 80 points, but they might give up 75 points. So they're in a lot of close games. If they can ever get that defense and that pressure the way they like it on offense and have it on both sides, Sequoyah could be very dangerous come the region tournament.
Donovan Ship, a sophomore guard, averaging 14 points and 5 assists, working the ball at the top, moving it around the circle here as they try to get some space. Greco, a good three-point shooter, but he can also put the ball on the floor. We've seen him get some nice opportunities already towards the basket. 20-14, the Chiefs leading here with 7:37 left in the second quarter. Donovan Ship setting up top here. Working the ball around the perimeter. Not a lot to show for it so far in this possession. There's a nice aggressive move by McGee, and he gets his bucket to fall. That's his 6th point of the night.
That is a very nice play. A lot of movement up top, kind of lulled him to sleep, and a little cut there.
This is a young team for Sequoyah. Missed the dunk, missed the putback, but cleaned up by number 23. Who was not on the roster we received.
Not on the roster.
Not exactly sure who we're dealing with
out
there.
Come on now.
Harrison pushing it up the floor now. Michael Wilson looking to get him calmed down and see if we can get the right opportunity here. Working the ball inside. Nice bucket and the foul. Braxton Peterson. He's the biggest player on the floor out there. Really got some nice size, and he's able to work it inside and take advantage.
Yeah, he is big, and Sequoyah, just like the girls' team, not a lot of size. And just looking at Peterson out there, I know he looks a little raw, but with that much size, as long as you can put in layups, you're in good shape.
Misses the free throw, but the rebound to Wilson. Wilson gets into the paint, and he's fouled. 22-18 now. Wilson with a chance to make it a 2-point game. Fouls still relatively light. Chiefs with 4. 2 fouls on the Hoyas to start the game. First free throw for Wilson is good. That's his 7th point on the night. 6:43 remaining, just barely started here in the second quarter. 22-19, Chiefs in gold leading the Harrison Hoyas in white. Second free throw for Wilson is up, and it's good. Wilson's really had a great game so far, leading scorer for Harrison. 3-pointer up and away for Donovan Ship, no good. Rebound Jackson Greco, out again, and they'll reset the offense. Montgomery working it around. McGee, he's been aggressive getting to the basket, and foul on the floor here. DJ King trying to get the players where he wants them. Can't really find much there. Montgomery back to King. King with a nice elevate and misses the jump shot. Hoya secure the rebound, and Jason Porter on the break. He's looking for Wilson in the corner. Wilson driving the paint, drops it off to Peterson. Nothing there, and he throws it away. Donovan Ship getting out in transition now. Gets to the basket, and he's fouled. Coach Clay Crump trying to push Braxton Peterson on. Wants him to take those opportunities when they're there.
Yeah. I just said that. You can tell he's a little bit raw. He's just a big body out there. Block some shots, rebound, and make layups. That's all probably Coach Crump would like.
First free throw's up and away, and it's good for Donovan Chip. That's his 3rd point so far. He averages 14 points and 5 assists, and he's pushing the ball in transition and helping his teammates get opportunities. We've seen Miles McGee driving the basket aggressively, and Jackson Greco with 2 threes and a nice driving 2. Second free throw's good for Donovan Chip, and we've got a 4-point game. Chiefs lead 24-20 now with 6:05 remaining in the second. Chiefs setting up this press. 2-2-1 press, putting a little bit of pressure on the ball. Not quite trapping off that yet. Nope. Just aggressively staying on their man. And there's a trap in the corner, and he throws it away. Steal by Miles McGee. He gets out in transition. Down to King. King misses the layup. Braxton Peterson with a rebound. And the Hoyas are going to run, but they're throwing away. Donovan Chip grabs the ball out of the air. Finds his teammate King in the corner. King for 3. Can't get it to fall. Our mystery man, number 23, with the rebound. Fires it over the corner. Jason Porter for 3, and it's good. His first points of the night for the junior guard. Driving the basket, Montgomery with good position inside, and he gets the driving layup. This game is not going to slow down, Kyle. 26-23 with 5:08 remaining.
You're not kidding. Yeah, get ready for it because it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Peterson works it over to Jason Porter for his second 3, and he hits the second one in a row. Harrison is launching 3s like they're the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, boy.
Miles McGee drives the basket and misses. This game's been all layups and 3-pointers. I love it.
Yeah, you're not kidding. And Harrison's heating up, getting them back in this game. 26-all with 4:44 left in the first half on senior night.
26-all now, 4:44 remaining. Going to be Sequoyah ball coming this way. Braxton Peterson, the big man, gets a little bit of a break out there. Replaced on the floor by Stephen Huggins, a junior, about the same size, maybe even a little bit bigger.
About 6'8" or so.
Big size advantage continues for Harrison. They haven't really used it on the offensive end. Most of their points coming on 3-pointers. King drives the basket. Oh, and it's a travel call. Guess that sort of jump stop move not quite gonna work.
Yeah, might have thought he got that foot down a little bit sooner than the other foot.
The press works. Montgomery with a steal. Works it over to Greco. Greco driving. Nothing there for him. Working it around to McGee. McGee with a pull-up. No good. Foul away from the ball, looks like. Clay Crump continuing to aggressively coach from this sideline over here. You might even be able to hear him through our microphones. He's not that far away from him with this positioning we've got down here on the floor. Montgomery, very aggressive move inside. Contested by Huggins. And the call's going to go against Hoyas. That's their 6th foul. Chiefs will be shooting 1-on-1 with the next foul here. 26-all of 4:11 remaining. Sequoyah to inbound underneath their own basket here. Nice quick shot. No good for McGee. Wilson going to push the ball in transition here now. He's going all the way in the paint. Challenges Greco. Greco holds his ground, and it's out of bounds off Greco. And we're still tied up here at 26 with 4:02 remaining in the second. We got a fast-paced, really competitive game here. It's been a lot of fun so far. 3-pointer coming from the corner, and that missed everything. Loose ball over to Sequoyah. DJ King driving layup, and it's good. That's his first points of the night for the senior who averages 9 points. Sorry, junior guard who averages 9 points, captain of this team. Jalen Williams advances the ball into the front court for Harrison. Works the ball around to Elijah Williams. Harrison trying to set up their offense. They've been looking for 3-point shooters all night long. Williams passes that one up. Sets the ball back up to Michael Wilson. He's the leading scorer so far for Harrison tonight. 28-26, Sequoyah with 3:21 remaining in the half. Wilson driving. Challenged by Drew Conroy, sophomore, 6'5" forward. And the call goes against him. Offense tonight so far for Harrison Kyle's come from Michael Wilson and Jason Porter with a couple of threes. Been a pretty number of other folks in the scorebook. It's been a pretty balanced night so far.
Yeah, a lot of players have scored on both sides, and that's typically what you get in these high-scoring games that go back and forth. You got to run a lot of bodies out there so you don't tire out.
Wilson's first free throw is up, and it's good. He's made 4 free throws so far tonight. 28-27. Sorry, that was the second free throw. Harrison working it around. Donovan Ship with the ball. He's going to launch a long 3. Pull up, no good.
It's going to hit the top.
I think it hit the top of the backboard, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the call there. 3 minutes remaining. Chiefs up 28-27. Ball into Jalen Williams. There's a little bit of pressure. He blows easily by it. He's got a 3-point shooter in the corner if he wants it. Nope. Jason Porter has hit 2 threes already in his corner. He doesn't take it.
Huggins got to do a better job than that.
DJ King driving, layup, scoop, shot, no good. Rebound bouncing around. Montgomery tries to save it, gets it over to his teammate, and the ball's back up to Donovan Ship at the top. And the Chiefs will reset their offense here. Miles McGee aggressive at getting to the basket early in this game. Oh, he had him wide open inside, didn't see it. DJ King driving. Stopped there by Wilson. Long possession running here for the first time. We get a chance to watch the team move the ball around.
Down here.
Yeah, Jackson Greco on the bench for Sequoyah. They've kind of limited their options a little bit here. Drew Conroy open on the side, not able to get him the ball. Works it around to McGee. Jumper away, no good. Offensive rebound by DJ King. Conroy's shot's blocked, and we got a jump ball. Nice aggressive play by Elijah Williams. We got a mass substitution coming here. Oh, no, 2 players coming in for Sequoyah. 28-27, Sequoyah up by 1 with 1:52 remaining in the half.
Whoa, ouch.
Throws the ball
Hear that
right
from here. That hurts me. Ouch, I remember those stub fingers. Oh, man.
Yeah, Coach Clay Crump not happy about the inbounds pay there, and we've got a timeout. Whew! I think that's our first timeout, our first chance to catch a breather here, Kyle. It's been fun. It's been fast-paced. There's been a lot of action.
Yeah, there's been a lot of turnovers there, too. We said that. You got to kind of hold your breath, take the good with the bad sometimes, but 28-27, all we can ask for is a competitive, close game, and both of these teams have delivered here at Harrison on senior night.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. We help teams find gym space for practice and training. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. Kyle Sandy and Brian Zwerner here at the home of the Harrison Hoyas. 28-27, Chiefs lead. It's been a back-and-forth game here so far. A lot of good action, a lot of good activity. The team's running up and down the court with pretty reckless abandon, and we've had a lot of fun
that's
with
a
it.
good
A lot
way
of
of explaining
three-pointers.
it. Oh, yeah.
Both teams not shy to shoot three-pointers. A lot of drive, a lot of penetration out here. It's been a good game so far.
Oh.
Trying to work the ball inside, and that ball's knocked away by Stephen Huggins.
Looked like he almost stepped over the line there. DJ King very fortunate to regain possession.
DJ King, captain of this team, to inbound. Trying to get the ball to Jackson Greco. Not there. Donovan Ship. Feeling out the defense. Works the ball inside to King. King tries to drop it off for Wes Rogers, but he's not able to corral it. Oh, Harrison blows a good opportunity there. He had Wilson underneath the basket, just didn't make the connection.
Yeah, not very efficient right there on that fast break.
Now the scoring pace has really slowed down. It was 20-14 at the end of the quarter. Team's not really managing as many points this quarter so far, but it's the Harrison has come back and made it a nice game. Ooh, looked like a block. Looks like Greco got hit in the nose or the mouth. And the refs called that one on Huggins.
Thought that looked like a clean block. I know Huggins kind of swatted down at it, but he hit the ball first. I don't know if he might have caught Greco on the follow through, but it looked pretty clean from here.
Yeah, referee's checking out to make sure Greco's not bleeding over there. And he's going to shoot his free throws. Up by 1 here. And his first one's good. I've seen teams in the fall league try to slow down Jackson Greco, fouling him. It does not work out well. This kid's a good free throw shooter.
Yeah.
He steps up with a lot of confidence and shoots it. He's going to have to put on some size to continue to play well at this level, I think. Thin, but a real strong shooter, and drives the basket real well. Like to see him get in the weight room and get that weight up. They list him at 150 pounds, which is not much on a 6'2" frame. But still drives the basket well, seems to handle the contact well, and is definitely a strong free throw shooter.
Yeah, he's got confidence out there too. He's got a little bit of swagger to his game. You just look at him, little Larry Bird to him, but he does have some swagger and confidence, and he should. He's averaging 19 points per game as a sophomore.
1:22 remaining, 29-27 Chiefs lead here against the Harrison Hoyas. Rebound for Wilson. Under a lot of pressure, gets it away, and they're into the front court. Working it around. He has Huggins inside. He waited too long there. He had him wide open to start that possession, but didn't get him the ball fast enough, and it gets swatted away, but it's going to stay Harrison's ball. Harrison inbounds over to Michael Wilson. And just throws it away. Huggins not quite ready for that.
Coach Crump is not happy. He always looks like he's one turnover away from exploding. He's used to winning a lot of games at Eagles Landing, but he's come over here to Harrison past couple years, and it's definitely different than Eagles Landing.
Sequoyah working the ball around the outside. 50 seconds left in this half. McGee penetrating. King trying to check out the defense here. No opportunities just yet. Working it inside to Rogers, and he's grabbed on the arm, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
Rogers, the lone senior on this roster, the lone wolf that made the cut this year with Coach Carden trying to get a youth movement going on, and it's paid off. 11 wins this year. They were just 3-23 last year. Coach Carden's got the Chiefs going in the right direction.
Senior Wes Rogers shoots the front end of the 1-on-1. It's no good. Rebound to Elijah Williams. Elijah Williams pushing the ball up in transition. 37 seconds left to shoot. Passes up the open three. And loses the ball. DJ King coming down. Easy scoop layup, and it's blocked by Wilson. Wilson doesn't give up on the play. Oh! But they called a foul or a goaltend, Kyle?
I think they called a goaltend there. Let's see if they put the points on the board. I think that's the only call they could have.
He's not shooting free throws, so it must be a goaltend. So credit the bucket there to King.
Yep.
Great hustle by Wilson. Nearly got there, but apparently it was after the ball touched the backboard.
Yeah, Wilson plays with a lot of energy. He's already got 7 rebounds. Not the tallest player, point guard, but he's doing a lot of good stuff offensively and defensively.
20 seconds left in this half here. Down to 15 seconds now. Working the ball around, trying to get an inside opportunity. And his shot's up by Braxton Peterson, and it's no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line with 12 seconds remaining. Chiefs up 31-27 here in the first half.
Yeah, 2 grown men inside. They really make Sequoyah look extremely young when you got 6'7" and 6'8" down low. Nice find to get it to his fellow big man.
First free throw is up, and it's good. That's the 5th point of the night so far for Braxton Peterson. He's played a nice game inside tonight.
Yes, he has. He's giving them what they need, a couple points, a couple rebounds.
And the second free throw is good for the big man. He's got 6. 10 seconds remaining in the half. 8 seconds remaining. Donovan Ship brings it up. 6 seconds remaining in the half. 5 seconds remaining. 4 to shoot. 3 seconds. Jackson Greco left wide open, and he drains the 3 at the buzzer.
That probably should have been an and one. That was he shoved in the chest on that 3 there. I'm not sure what happened.
Could have. Jackson Greco makes the 3 at the buzzer to extend the lead to 34-29. 34-29, the Chiefs lead at the half. Greco has 12 to lead all scorers. Wilson with 9 leading the Hoyas. It's been a fun up and down game. I like the pace of this game. Both teams very happy to shoot threes. Jackson Greco has 3 on his own. Harrison's made 5 3-pointers as a team. A little bit of inside presence with Braxton Peterson. It's been a real exciting first half.
Very fun. Exactly what we thought would happen. pace slowed down for a little bit. There was a little bit of a lull in that second quarter, but the stars are shining. Jackson Greco's getting his with 12 points. Donovan Shipp with 4 points, but he's filling up the stat sheet. He's got 3 steals. As a team, Sequoyah has, 5, 7, 8 steals. Harrison with just 2 steals. So Sequoyah, that risky pressure defense, playing full court. Sometimes they get beat long. Sometimes they give up a couple open hoops. But it has really helped them out, and they've come away with a handful of steals tonight.
What do you expect in the second half? More of the same?
More of the same, just fun and gun. Let's lay it all out on the line. Let's get some threes. Jackson Greco's going to be going crazy. I think he's going to get to the foul line a little bit more than just those 2 attempts. If Harrison wants to win this game, you have to know where Greco is at all times, and the rest will fall in line. We saw Miles McGee get up to a really hot start with a quick 4 points after he had 32 against them in their overtime loss, 96-95. But McGee has slowed down with 6 points. Everything's running through Jackson Greco, 19 points per game. If I'm Coach Crump, you got to make sure where he is. Put one of your most athletic, physical defenders, chase him around, put a body on him. He is, you mentioned it, only 150 pounds or so. Get physical with him, make him uncomfortable.
Well, we got to take a short break here in halftime. Got about 8.5 minutes. Tonight's game brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. We help teams find gym space for practice and training. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. We've had a lot of fun here tonight at Harrison as they host Sequoyah Chiefs. We're going to take a short break. We will be back with a few minutes left in the half. Thank you. Good game, yeah. Good fun.
I looked up and it was over.
Very fast paced.
Oh yeah. And they both just locked each other down so hard.
Yep.
I did not expect such low numbers.
It's been good. I think you have to do something on the camera.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay. That hasn't caught up yet. I looked to see how many people. We got 20 viewers live right now.
Sweet.
I was just curious. He's not back. I'll go live when the teams come back out without him.
Okay.
Okay, and we're back here at the home of the Harrison Hoyas. We will be live shortly with the second half. Home team Harrison Hoyas on senior night, down 34-29 at halftime. It's Brian Zwerner and Kyle Sandy from Sportal Space bringing you the games tonight from Harrison on senior night. Today's game brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. We help teams find gym space for practice and training. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. So far this game, we've had a fast pace up and down action. 34-29 lead for the Chiefs. Jackson Greco, sophomore star for the Chiefs. He's been the man so far tonight, Kyle. He's got 12 points, and he hit a brilliant falling down three-pointer. Could have been an and one as the clock expired in the half to give him some momentum going into the second half.
Yeah, he's somewhat of an unorthodox scorer. You look at him, you don't think he's a bucket getter, but that is exactly what he is. He gets buckets, and I think he draws a lot of fouls. He's crafty with his footwork when he drives the paint. And I think, to be honest with you, a lot of these guys see him coming in the paint and say, man, I'm going to swat this thing into the third row, but Greco uses that to his advantage. He's very crafty. He can get into your body, get into your arms, and he lives at the foul line. Only 2 free throw attempts so far, but 12 points. Coach Carden has to love that.
Yeah, the Harrison Hoyas have been led by Michael Wilson, a senior. He's got 9 points so far on the night. He's been aggressive. He's been getting his work done at the free throw line, and he has made his opportunities really work for him. He's been the primary scorer and the primary ball handler for the Hoyas so far tonight.
It's brought some very good energy to the Hoyas. Michael Wilson, 9 points, 7 rebounds. Braxton Peterson even providing 6 points and 5 rebounds inside the paint. Jason Porter hit back-to-back threes at 1 point. So Harrison getting it from a couple different contributors, but Sequoyah again going on Greco's lead with McGee, and then Donovan Shipp helping out as well.
All right, it's going to be the Chiefs ball coming out of the timeout here, out of the halftime here. 34-29, Harrison in white, Sequoyah in gold. Keep your eyes on number 31, Jackson Greco, high scorer on the game for the Chiefs, and number 11, Michael Wilson for the Hoyas. We've seen pretty balanced scoring. We got 6 players for the Chiefs in the books, and the same number here for the Hoyas. We've got a lot of guys putting the ball up. Hoyas really happy to launch three-pointers at virtually every opportunity. More than half their points coming on threes so far.
Yeah, plenty of opportunities for both teams. A lot of people getting some run. It's a fast-paced game. You're going to have some shot attempts here and there when you're swinging the ball around, and these defenses flying around trying to recover. So that's probably where Harrison got the most attempts from three-pointers, with Sequoyah a little out of position with their trapping defenses and everything. The Hoyas
Both these teams have kind of struggled in the region so far this season. Kyle, who do you think takes this region?
Well, this region is currently belongs to Creekview, but I don't think they're going to win the region tournament. I think Allatoona has as good a shot as anybody, even though they don't have that sexy record. It's all coming down to coaching and defense come playoff time.
Donovan Ship driving the basket, kicks it back out to Montgomery for the jumper. No good. Wilson gets up sky high. Ship takes it away from him and puts it in the basket.
His fourth steal, Donovan Ship.
Very aggressive play defensively for him, and gets the steal. Up ahead to Wilson. Wilson passes up the jumper on the baseline, tries to work the ball back out, and there's another steal for Ship right on cue. That's his fifth. Ship driving the basket and puts it in. And we got a quick timeout by Clay Crump. He doesn't like what he's seeing coming out of the break.
Not at all. And again, we mentioned Sequoyah is going to take some risks. You're going to be super aggressive on defense. But if you're just ball strong and you're patient, you could cut them up if you really wanted to. And you had the guard play to do so. But they are just having their way right now, feasting on Harrison's guards. And they're picking up all these steals. Donovan Ship, 2 quick baskets, 2 quick steals, 5 steals for the game. They are controlling the pace, Sequoyah. Coach Carden has to be very pleased with this young team rounding into shape heading into the region tournament.
Okay, coming out of the timeout here. Real quick timeout by Crump. He did not like what he was seeing. Didn't like the fact we had 2 turnovers in a row leading to easy baskets. And Sequoyah is now going to set up their 2-2-1 press again. Wilson eyeing the press, trying to find his opportunities. Works it ahead to Porter. Long pass ahead to Williams. Into Wilson in the corner. He passes up the 3. Moving the ball back around. Porter had 2 early 3-pointers in the second quarter. Not able to get a look. And Braxton Peterson turns the ball over here. Nice drive by DJ King. Not going to fall. Ahead to Porter. Scoop layup and score. That's his 8th point of the night for Jason Porter, number 3. Sequoyah pushes the ball ahead, up 38-31 with 6:37 remaining in the quarter. Miles McGee with the drive, and he is fouled. Or might have just been out of bounds. Hard to tell down there. No, looks like just out of bounds.
Loose ball.
Montgomery with the jumper, no good. Rebound, Porter. Pushes it up to Williams. Porter fires it into the cheerleaders.
Geez. Oh, man.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Did he break up with one of them? What's that for?
Nobody hurt over there. Looks like everybody's safe, but man, did he fire that sucker into the cheerleader section.
Holy smokes.
Not a great pass, and looks like it was out on one of the Chiefs somehow, because it was sure looked ill-advised to me, but Wilson with the ball here trying to reset the offense. Hoyas down 38-31, and there's another steal by Ship. Ship is getting his hands on the ball every which way. He drives the basket, blocked by Wilson. We're going the other way with Elijah Williams. Williams with the scoop layup, no good. Follow doesn't fall for Peterson, and the ball is out of bounds. Going to be Sequoyah's ball. Woo! We're having some interesting possessions here, Kyle.
Yeah, Coach Crump is just doing his best to stay positive and not blow his top, but you can see he is steaming inside that hot suit right now.
38-31, 5:55 remaining in the third. Jackson Greco with his first real good opportunity here, driving the basket, and touch foul well away from the basket. I'm not sure I see that one, but there you go.
Move your feet a little bit, but yeah, that was a little bit of a ticky-tack call right there.
5:49 remaining here in the third. 38-31, the Sequoyah Chiefs, right to Jackson. He fires up the 3, and it's good. He's hit all of his 3-pointers tonight. That's his 4th 3. He didn't need much space, much room, or much time there. Turned around, realized he was wide open, and just calmly stepped up and drained the 3-pointer.
Got to know your personnel if you're a Harrison defense. You got to know where he is at all times.
Wilson driving the paint. Nice little floater in the lane, and that's his first bucket of the half. He leads the Harrison Hoyas now with 11. Ship driving, turns it over. Jonathan Gurnett with the ball, pushing it up to Wilson. Wilson moving the ball around to the top of the key. trying to find an opportunity. The offense has really run through Wilson, driving the basket. Dumps it over to Peterson, and we get the big finish.
Boy. Hey, Michael Wilson is the entire team right now. He is the engine. He's making everything go for Harrison, trying to carry them down 6. But the senior, I've loved what I've seen from Michael Wilson today.
Yeah, he's been real aggressive. Real aggressive attacking the paint, finding his opportunities wherever they come. Started the game with an early three-pointer, and everything else has been into the paint. Smallest guy on the court, he doesn't play like it.
Yeah, very athletic, high motor guard. Very impressive showing.
And a foul away from the ball on DJ King. Yep. 41-35, 4:32 remaining in the second quarter. Today's game brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. We are live here at Harrison as the Hoyas in white take on Sequoyah Chiefs. Wide open three for Jason Porter. Not going to fall. He knocked down 2 in the third quarter, but a rebound to the Hoyas. Ball swings around in the corner. Three-pointer up and away for Jonathan Granat. No good. Peterson with the follow, and he's got 10 points. Braxton Peterson, biggest guy on the court out there, and he is doing work, Kyle.
Playing pretty well inside. Oh, got to stay on your feet.
Oh, swatted away. Recovered by Jackson. Greco with another 3, and it goes. That's his 5th 3 tonight. He leads all scorers. Kyle, how are they still leaving that guy alone?
I don't know. I mean, we saw he's their best three-point shooter. If you don't want to throw junk defenses unless you really have to, but he's killing you. Don't let him get open looks from 3. Make him put the ball on the floor. We saw he's drawn a couple fouls, but I will live with him trying to get into the lane and shoot over my 6'8" shot blocker instead of leaving him wide open on 3-pointers.
He's got 18 points. He's near his season average, and we've still got 3:53 to go in the third. Jackson Greco putting on a show for us here tonight at the home of the Harrison Hoyas. Harrison driving the basket, and he's fouled. 44-37, 3:43 remaining in the third. Harrison Hoyas being led tonight by Michael Wilson with 11. Braxton Peterson really stepping up and using his size advantage inside with 10. Ball swings around to the outside. Peterson calling for it inside. He wants it. He's got the mismatch he needs. Tries to elevate over and get a jump shot. No good. Rebound DJ King, and he's pushing it the other way. Greco waiting for the ball on the baseline. A little late getting it to him. He was wide open on the baseline for an easy jump shot.
Yeah, if you're Peterson right there, it's got to be a drop step to a basket. It can't be a fade away when you got a 6'2" player guarding you. You got to power through that. At the very worst, draw a foul and get to the line. No little short fadeaway jumpers from 5 feet away. I don't
He
like
called
that.
for the ball. I expected an aggressive move to the basket. He knew he had the mismatch, and he really didn't take advantage of it. First free throw's up and away, and it's good for DJ King. That's his first points of the half. He's got 5 on the night. Junior captain averages 9 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. Having a nice all-around game, even though he isn't putting a ton of points up. 45-37 here with 3:28 remaining in the third. Today's game brought to you by Sportal Space. DJ King, second free throw, no good. Rebound at number 23 for Harrison. Michael Wilson driving, penetrating. Great step move. Doesn't get the ball to fall. And that's DJ King pushing the ball in transition. Jackson Greco jumping up and down, screaming for the ball on the three-point line on the backside, and they don't see him. I have no idea how that kid is standing that open over there. He wants it. He feels it. He's made all 5 of his threes tonight, and he's still left alone on the three-point line. I don't understand
It's a mystery.
McGee driving. Oh, wow. It looks like they called him for the travel before the tomahawk foul hit him.
Colton Gray getting his first burn of the game, running in there. Let's see what he's got. Number 11.
Peterson into the front court. Sorry, Braxton Porter into the front court. Driving take, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
That is Bagande Makaris. Picked up the name from the scorebook, Bagande Makaris. Going to the line. He's got a great build. I don't know what grade he's in. Maybe he's a football player or something, but he has a very good body. Very strong-looking player.
And the first free throw's up and away. He's got 3 points so far on the night. Excellent investigative work by my partner Kyle Sandy tonight.
Right.
He was not on the original roster. We see Bobby Moore injured, maybe pulled up to replace him. And that's 4 points there. Disappointed we're not getting to see Bobby Moore tonight.
Yeah,
I've seen him
me
play at a
too.
number of things, and a strong freshman, power forward, an athletic dunker, strong finisher at the rim, but he's in a walking boot over there on the bench for the Harrison Hoyas tonight. Had 17 points in a game against Osborne earlier this month, and I've seen that kid win a couple of dunk contests. He can really throw the ball down.
Colton Gray doesn't see much burn. Gets in there in a travel. Coach Carden trying to save some of his players some minutes still as starters, some minutes on the bench here, but Gray with the turnover there.
45-39, 2:29 left in the third. And
there's
looks
Gray.
like they're going to get
Mama,
Colton
there goes
Gray.
that man yet again, Colton Gray
Yeah,
out
it
there.
doesn't seem like he's quite ready for the spotlight right this moment, but we're seeing Coach Carden leave him in here and try to let him work it out. Let's see if he can find a way to impact this game. Ball works its way around. Back over to McCurris. He drives and turns it over. Ahead to Colton Gray. Let's see if he can put a stamp on this one, and he loses the ball. All right, Little U's junior guard trying to get into the game here, into the action. We support you, Colton, and we wish you the best here, but I think he's going to need a little bit more time to be ready for the spotlight. Wide open jumper passed up there by Gurnett. Williams driving the basket. Sorry, Wilson driving the basket, number 11. 45-39, 6-point lead for the Chiefs here with 2:05 remaining in the third.
Michael
Looks
Wilson.
like Jackson Greco might
at
be
the
getting a
line.
short break here.
Oh, he's
No,
hiding in the
just-
corner. Uh-oh, watch
He's
out.
just waiting down there, hoping no one comes with him.
Finding the sweet spot.
Jonathan Shipp, back into the game. Colt and Khalid Salim, a sophomore forward in the game. Free throw up and away, second one, no good. Ball bouncing around, rebound McCarris. He's going to drive the basket, nothing really there, knocked away, and it stays here. (45-39), 1:59 remaining. Chiefs continue to lead this game. They've been up for quite a while here. Corner three up, and it's good for Jonathan Gurnett, his first points of the night for the sophomore. We got a 3-point game, Kyle, 1:50 remaining.
Yeah, we're
Third.
getting tight here.
Jackson Greco driving, and he's fouled.
Why bail him out right there? He's off balance. It's a crazy shot. Don't hit his body. Just go straight up. And if he banks it in, he hits it. Credit to him making a tough shot. Don't foul him on that. He's falling sideways.
Stephen Huggins with the foul there. 45-42, 1:44 remaining. Greco with his first free throw, up and away. That's his 7th point this quarter. He has 19 on the game to lead all scorers. Strong, confident free throw shooter. Is a real nice stroke at the line up there for the lefty. Jackson Greco, second free throw, up and away, and he's made that one too. 47-42 here, 1:44 left. That's going to allow Sequoyah to set up their press. Going to get the trap here. Oh, and who would it be? Donovan Shipp almost with the steal there. Inside, misses the layup. McCarris with the rebound. He goes up strong. He gets his own rebound, and it's a jump ball. Myron Gibson doesn't understand it. I don't understand it, but it's a jump ball, Kyle.
My view is blocked from the referee here. I'm not sure what happened.
Ball's going to stay here. Harrison ball underneath the basket. 47-42 with 1:30 remaining. Williams to inbound. Gurnett, three-pointer for the corner. No good. Harrison with the rebound. Jalen Williams, he's going to back it out, try to reset with 1:22 remaining in the third. McCarris has been real active off the bench. He's got 4 points, been playing real aggressive, getting in the paint. Three-pointer was there, and he passes it up, and he travels. Kyle, I said it when we were together last time, that first open shot's always the best one. No good when you put the ball on the floor in that situation when you're that open. If you catch it out there, you got to let it fly, even if you're not 100% ready. Bad things happen when those kind of open looks get passed up. Donovan Shipp setting up the offense here. He has been a steal machine tonight, getting his hands on the ball all over the place.
All wide open. Good job switching
Greco
there.
with a three. No good. Okay, that might have been a heat check, Kyle.
I think so.
When the guy's got 20 points, I can let him take a shot like that. Wouldn't be my favorite shot most nights, but I'll take it. Beautiful driving layup, and Wilson with another bucket. He's got 13 to lead the Hoyas. Wilson playing a really nice game tonight.
He's been great. Been great, very active all over the place, playing bigger than his size. He's probably about 5'10", 5'11", but plays bigger than it.
Yeah, Sequoyah really doesn't have any kind of major size inside, so he can make those kind of drives and penetrate. And that bucket was good for number 3, Myron Gibson. Wilson again, driving layup doesn't go. 8 seconds remaining in the quarter, 7 seconds, 6 seconds. They don't see Jackson Greco. He's standing over on the corner by himself. Oh, he's calling for the ball. He can't believe his teammates didn't give it to him.
Whoa, they passed it left. They should have passed it right. 49-44.
Oh, my goodness. Jackson
man.
Greco was jumping up and down in the corner, begging for the ball. His teammates didn't see him, and they didn't get the shot off. It is 49-44 as we come into the fourth frame. It has been a frantic pace. Sequoyah's led all game here, but Harrison's well within range.
Yeah, it's right there. 5-point game. Credit Michael Wilson for really being the most consistent player for the Hoyas, getting it done on both sides of the court. 13 points. Got 9 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a block from a 5'10" senior guard. He's played exceptionally well here on senior night.
Today's game is brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. We help teams find gym space for practice and training. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. We're excited to be here. This will be our last live broadcast of basketball for the season as we move into the playoffs here next week. Kyle, we got 2 teams here in 6A.
6A.
Who do you like in 6A coming out of the coming into the state playoffs? We got a powerhouse team that you and I saw just a few weeks ago down at Langston Hughes.
Well, Landers Nolly's out 2 to 3 weeks with knee tendonitis, so that kind of throws it into a tizzy. But on paper, Gainesville is a team to beat, but they're always just one something away from imploding. If they can just play basketball and not let any drama follow them around, Gainesville is a heavy favorite to win the state championship. But if Landers Nolly is back healthy, Langston Hughes is extremely dangerous.
Okay, Jackson Greco, deep 3 away, no good. Jackson wants it back again. He's calling for it. Montgomery didn't see him, and he gets fouled. Foul on Wilson. It's only his second.
Yeah, that wasn't the best contest on Jackson Greco. I think it was Gurnett. Didn't necessarily have his hands high. Those hands have to be high and closing out strong when Greco's out there. If you got to run him off the line, but don't foul him out there.
That's the 5th foul for both teams here. We're going to see some free throws down the stretch given this pace of play and the aggressive defense we're seeing out of both teams. Still 49-44, 7:39 remaining. Got a lot of foul calls here in the second half. Nobody's in terribly well. Yeah, we got number 15 on Harrison with 4 fouls. Jackson Greco, a little bit out of control there. Yeah, it's Jonathan Gurnett with 4 fouls already for Harrison. So a little bit of foul trouble. There's Gurnett on cue. Misses the 3. Greco with a rebound. Yeah, Gurnett with 4 fouls and Elijah Williams with 3.
Nice drive.
Nice bucket and score. That was Donovan Shipp. He's had a real nice game.
Going to be a 4-year starter on the varsity level when all's said and done. Just a sophomore, was one of their best players, probably their best player last year at Sequoyah, won Freshman of the Year in Class 6A, and he's looking to have another strong campaign.
Off-balance shot by Wilson doesn't go. Bryson Peterson battling inside, and he gets the foul call. 51-44 with 6:55 remaining in the fourth. Peterson will go to the line. He hit 2 free throws earlier. He's got 10 on the night. Second leading scorer here behind Michael Wilson, who's got 13 for the Hoyas. Hoyas down by 7, 51-44, 6:55 remaining. I'd like to see them work some of the offense back through Peterson. He's had a very nice game inside. He's scrappy. He's making the most of his opportunities. Seems to have a confident free throw stroke. I'm liking what I'm seeing. He's got a huge size advantage over anyone on the Sequoyah team. I don't see anybody out there over 6'2", 6'3".
Play a little inside out maybe.
That's his 12th point. He's got second leading scorer for the Hoyas. Donovan Shipp advances the ball in the front court. Miles McGee's been quiet since the first quarter. Had 1 bucket in the second. Really hasn't done much offensively since then. Donovan Shipp passes up that 3-pointer. Moves it around. McGee eyeing the defense. Montgomery over to Shipp. Shipp drives. Ooh, he got bailed out there. He left his feet. Didn't really have a plan whether he was going to shoot or pass it. Gets him a little bit of contact in the air. It's just enough to get him the foul call. I think it was a bit of a generous call giving him free throws here. I think he was about to pass that thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But Wilson got his hand caught in the cookie jar there.
3 fouls on Wilson. That would be a huge problem if he gets his 4th too early here. He is the engine that is driving this team right now. Everything's running through him. He's been driving the basket aggressively, and he cannot afford to get a 4th foul here. 6:34 remaining. We got a number of players on the Harrison team in foul trouble. Free throws up, and it's good. That's 4 points in the quarter for Donovan Shipp. A number of steals, playing a really nice all-around game.
Yep, getting it done on defense. He's the ringleader of that aggressive full-court press for Sequoyah, and he's, like you said, he's got the job done on both sides.
53-46, 6:30 remaining. Harrison Hoyas in white with the ball, down by 7, and out of bounds, stays here for the Chiefs.
A little out of control there. Elijah Williams trying to be a playmaker there, but just wasn't too sure in that last second. Tried to just, feed it off to Peterson, who wasn't expecting it. Fortunate to regain possession here.
Harrison inbounds. Wide open 3 for Porter. Oh, it doesn't fall. In and out. Rebound, Granat. Another rebound. Ball's loose. Donovan Shipp gets his hands on it, directs it to his teammate, DJ King. DJ King attacking right at Peterson. Not able to get the ball to go down. Crowd doesn't like the call, but it's going to stay here. Chiefs ball.
Yeah, it looked like that was Williams again, not able to corral it.
Chiefs will reset the offense. Not in a giant rush here, but everything seems to be at a rush pace in this game. Wouldn't mind seeing the Chiefs slow down a little bit right now, Kyle.
That's not in their diction. That's not in their vocabulary. It's all gas, no brakes, as the kids say.
Well, should make for a fun finish. Jackson Greco for 3. We got the perfect angle right behind him, and that thing looked good the whole way in. He cannot be left that open on the three-point line. If the Hoyas haven't figured that out yet, they better learn. Wilson driving, attacking the defense. Peterson with the offensive board and the finish. And he is doing work on the offensive glass, putting that ball in.
That's pretty much been their offense. Let Wilson attack. If it doesn't drop, let's hope Peterson's there to clean it up on the boards. He's got 14 points, but they're down 8 with 5:56 left. Have to find a way to slow down Jackson Greco. 23 points. He's in the running for Region Player of the Year. It might go to KJ Jenkins, who's got the #1 seed at Creekview, but his crosstown rival, Jackson Greco, only a sophomore, has a great case, and he's one of the most improved players in the state. Last year it was Shipp, who was Freshman of the Year. He was the one that got the accolades, got the most burn. Greco saw sparing minutes here and there, and they said, man, watch out for this kid. He's a shooter, but he has taken his game to the next level as a sophomore, and he has a chance to go down in history as one of the all-time leading scorers at Sequoyah.
If Coach Clay Crump hasn't figured it out yet, he is going to have to keep a body on Greco. I'm looking at him right now. He is standing by himself. Now, they didn't pay the price that time.
Yeah.
There was no defender within 10 feet of Greco. If he hasn't
understand
figured
it.
out to put a man on him full time, I could tell him he's not far away, but it's time to get a body on him. I don't know if they need to go to a box and one or what they've got to do out there, but he cannot be allowed to stand alone by himself. Another steal.
Turnover.
Coach Crump not happy. 56-48, 5:49 remaining here. The scoring is not going to stop, Kyle. We are going to see this frantic pace continue until this game is over. That is 4 fouls on Elijah Williams now. Harrison running into foul trouble all over the place with key players. They don't go terribly deep on the bench. First free throws up and away, and it's good for Miles McGee. That's his first points in the second half. McCarris coming back into the game for the Hoyas as Williams needs to take a seat with 4 fouls. 4 fouls as well on starter Jonathan Granat. 3 fouls on Michael Wilson. Still 5:49 remaining. There's foul trouble all over the place. McCarris trying to fight for the offensive board, and he picks up his 3rd foul. They're going to run out of bodies at some point here.
Yeah, well, let's hope not, especially if this game goes into overtime like their first meeting. We need to have some people on the floor.
57-48, 5:46 remaining. Today's game brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. We help teams find gym space for practice and training. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. And I thought that foul was called on. Actually was McCarris getting fouled,
Yeah.
and he goes to the line, misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Rebound comes away, and it's McGee pushing the ball up in the transition here. Trying to set the ball up. Was looking at Jackson Greco. I thought he had a little bit of space there. 5:30 remaining, and for the first time all night,
Yeah.
Chiefs are slowing it down.
Jalen Williams trying to hug Jackson Greco. Let's see if he loses sight of him or stays true.
And McCarris called for the foul there. That is his third now. They got 2 players with 3, 2 with 4. Hoyas in foul trouble, and both teams will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. That's the 8th foul on the Hoyas, 7 fouls on the Chiefs. Donovan Shipp at the line. He hit his last 2. He has 4 free throws made tonight. And make it 5. He averages 14 points and looks like he's well on his way. He's got 13 now.
Yeah, he's doing what he does. He's a very reliable player for Coach Carden. He's got 2 more years of him. Got a bright future down there at the War Lodge.
Second free throws away, and it bounces out. 10-point lead, 58-48 for the Chiefs in gold. Oh, bad pass, and whose hands does it end up in it again? Of course, Donovan Shipp. Shipp over to McGee. McGee with the short jumper, and it's good. Another young player, another sophomore, good contributor tonight. Miles McGee, 6'1" sophomore guard. Had 2 buckets early to start the game to give him good pace. They're up 60-48 now. McCarris gets him in the air, and the foul's called. Chiefs have done a lot better job of distributing those fouls up and down the bench as they go a lot deeper and played a larger number of players tonight. Karras' free throw no good. He's got 4 on the night. 60-48, 4:51 remaining. You know whose name we haven't called in a while is Michael Wilson. He really hasn't been getting his touches here in the last number of possessions. Both free throws there. Donovan Shipp pushing the ball up. A little bit of full court pressure by the Hoyas. Trying to put the trap on. Shots up and away. It's no good for Drew Conroy. Another sophomore getting good run for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Driving the basket, turnover, and it's Donovan Shipp with another steal. He might end up with a double-double with steal, Kyle. It's been a while since I've seen one of those.
Getting close. 7 steals already to go along with his 13 points. He's been a pest, and Harrison just making some bad decisions out there on top against pressure.
Well, and they're not getting the ball into their senior leader's hands. Michael Wilson has been the best player on the court for them by a long way. Braxton Peterson making it all happen off offensive rebounds and junk inside. Michael Wilson not getting the touches right now.
Nope.
Ball's just not finding its way to him, and he's just not being able to impact the game down the stretch here. Free throws up and away, and it's good, and that's 14 points now for Donovan Shipp. Right on his season average.
Right.
61-48, 4:26 remaining in the game here. Second free throw for Shipp, and it's good. He's made 5 free throws now in the quarter.
Yeah.
We're going to see a lot of free throws, both teams in the bonus. The Chiefs are going to be shooting double bonus starting with the next foul. Michael Wilson finally getting into the action. Driving layup, no good, and the ball's away to McGee. Nice inside pass to Montgomery. Montgomery working around, and who is it? Oh, Jackson Greco not able to get the shot off, and the Chiefs will reset. Well, at least they found him that time, Kyle.
Yeah, Harrison's in big-time trouble. If they give up a basket here, already down 14 points with 4 minutes left, you're in big trouble if Sequoyah scores here.
Donovan Shipp, nice driving layup, won't fall. Williams pushing the ball in transition. 3-pointer for Porter, no good. Rebound Montgomery. We had a pretty good look at it, Kyle. I think he shuffled his feet before he shot it, but the referees didn't seem to mind. Inside pass. Up and in for Myron Gibson. That's his 4th point tonight. 64-48, 3:30 remaining in the game. If Hoyas are going to make a run, it needs to be right now, and it's probably going to have to come from their senior leadership. Gurnett misses the 3, no good. Rebound, Donovan Shipp. Jackson Greco carried him for the first 3 quarters. Donovan Shipp has been the man in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, great balance from Sequoyah, relying on their two great sophomores, 15 for Ship, 23 for Greco. That's a lot of points. That looks like 38 points combined.
And wide open ball in the corner to Montgomery. Oh, great strong move to the basket. Basket and the foul. And that's Jaden Montgomery, the junior.
Sequoyah is so improved from last year. I watched them play last year, especially against Woodstock, lost by about 20 or 30 points. They look terrified. These guards, when they had the ball in their hands, they look terrified, but they have so much more confidence now. And you see Jaden Montgomery with a nice nifty move, getting to the left side of the hoop with the and one.
Yeah, good strong move to the basket, and the lead's extended to 19 now. Timeout for Coach Clay Crump of the Harrison Hoyas. Senior night here at home for Harrison, not looking like it's going to go the right way for the boys team. Had a great game for the girls game, one of the strongest teams in the state, and they played like it tonight.
Yeah, Harrison, the girls, they took care of business, ended up winning that one 44-33. Harper Vick kind of banged up her ankle on the final play of the game, but she was walking around afterwards. She looks fine. So Harrison girls, they finished the regular season undefeated in region play. They locked up that #1 seed easily, and they're going to be a strong favorite, a deep favorite to make a good run in the state tournament. And looking at this boys game, Sequoyah up 67-48 with 2:56 left. Both these teams, they are going to meet each other in the region tournament. Both going to have a bit of a upward battle to get into the state tournament. But if you win 2 games, you're in. So anything's possible, and especially in this region, a lot of parity outside of Creekview's the #1 team, but they just got beat by Allatoona recently, and South Cobb's still a little up and down, a little young here and there. So it's anybody's ball game in Region 6.
Sequoyah, it looks like they'll be going to the region tournament with some nice momentum. They beat
yeah.
River Ridge. They beat Osborne this week. And then if they can hold on to get this win, they'll come in 3 wins in a row. A lot of confidence. This is a great game for the young team to come in. Jackson Greco seeing the ball fall for him, get into the hoop. Donovan Ship finding a number of ways to impact the game. A lot of confidence going into the region tournament.
Yeah, this young team has finally found a way to win games, and they've done a very nice, probably last 6 or 7 games. They might have only dropped 1 or 2, so they're starting to win games, and they're climbing up the standings after a slow start to the season.
2:37 remaining. Chiefs up 67-48. Driving layup, no good for Porter. Rebound to Myron Gibson, sorry. Jackson Greco advances the ball in the front court. Over to Gibson, over to Ship. 67-48, 2:20 remaining. Doesn't look like Harrison's going to foul their way through the end of this game.
No.
At least not on purpose. But there's a foul given just as I said it. I don't think that was on purpose, though.
No, this one's pretty much out of reach. You got probably 30 more seconds. It's pretty much over with here.
And that's the 4th foul on Porter. Porter has 8 on the night. He's a starter, junior guard. We've got 3 players on the court for the Harrison Hoyas with 4 fouls.
I might be waving the white flag right
Yeah.
there. Taking out Michael Wilson, the senior. 13 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Had a great game, but just not enough help tonight.
Yeah, it looks like that's the end there for this one. Up by 20 with 2:15 left. Donovan Ship. I haven't seen stats on his free throw percentage from before this game, Kyle, but wow, he's knocked them all down
Yeah, he's
tonight.
done a great job from the line, really making Harrison pay when they couldn't stay in front of him, getting his easy points from the line.
2:11 remaining, 69-48 now. This game really blew up in the 4th quarter. This was only a 5-point game coming into this quarter, and everything changed. Donovan Ship has really dominated the quarter for the Chiefs.
Yeah, they've outscored them 20-4 in the 4th quarter, and great job by Sequoyah. Harrison just went cold, just can't find any buckets, and Sequoyah's kept feasting with that aggressive defense, and Donovan Ship really pacing them to the finish line here.
Yeah, the guards for Harrison just couldn't stay in front of Ship. They've given way too many fouls, and he's really made him pay at the free throw line. Very confident free throw shooter. Jackson Greco, ball deflected, recovered by the Chiefs. Inside, doesn't fall for Khalid Salam, sorry. Harrison driving, Porter passes up the 3, works it around to Elliott Freeman, and throws it away. Montgomery with the ball. He's pushing it in transition. Let's see what he wants to do with it. Ship driving, and he's going to pull it back out. 1:15 remaining in this game, 21-point game. Chiefs looking to clear the bench on the next whistle. They've got a whole bunch of substitutes waiting to come in. I'm not sure they're going to get a chance. Doesn't look like Harrison's going to foul here. 1:02 remaining, 69-48. Oh, there's the foul. That should allow a wholesale substitution for the Chiefs. Clear that bench and get everybody a minute or so of time here.
It looks like Jason Porter fouls out there, finishes on senior night with just 8 points. Pretty good showing. Hit back-to-back threes in that second quarter, but the junior finishes with 8 points.
Jackson Greco out. Donovan Ship is stuck in until he finishes his free throws. He's got a substitute waiting to take him out. Colton Gray getting a little bit more run here.
Getting the pad of stats from the foul line, Donovan Ship.
And he misses his first one in a long time.
I apologize.
I think Kyle might have jinxed him. Or maybe he
Possibly.
just doesn't want to come out of the game. We'll see if he hits the second one.
That's another good point, but if I did jinx him, that means I'm a real announcer now. If I do give that announcer's jinx off, that's pretty good.
Absolutely, Kyle. You've been a real announcer, my friend, and that one is good. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 free throws made in this quarter. 10 points overall. He has really powered the team to the win down the stretch after the very hot start by Jackson Greco. 53 seconds remaining, 70-48. Working the ball inside to Peterson. He catches down low, turns and shoots, and gets fouled. Foul given by David Traynor, who was looking to make sure he got himself into the scorer's book somehow.
Oh, yeah, these are two of my favorite players, David Traynor and Colton Gray, two of my favorites from Sequoyah. Getting some action here and a nice win on the road.
And the first free throw's away for good for Braxton Peterson. We have one more substitution left there. Deshaun Robinson, a sophomore forward, coming in for the Chiefs. 50 seconds remaining, 70-49. Ball's up and away, rebound, and another foul. Stephen Huggins battling for the rebound. Kyle, I wouldn't mind if the referee swallowed those whistles for the last 48 seconds.
Yeah, we got places to go. It's been a long day. It's out of hand right now. We got a 21-point lead. But if it's obvious, we don't want to go to no blood, no foul. We could get in trouble that way.
I wouldn't mind that type of call at this point now. It's time to move on. This game is just about in the books. We've had a great time here tonight at the home of the Harrison Hoyas. Today's game is brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. We help teams find gym space for practice and training. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. Final 42 seconds here, 70-49. I would assume Harrison's done with the fouls. Bench players for the Chiefs don't know that they're supposed to hold the ball this late. They're going to keep shooting. 30 seconds remaining.
Uh-oh.
Huggins fires. Peterson down low. He gets the rebound in the bucket. He's certainly not done yet on senior night.
No.
He's got 17. Colton Gray holding the ball. Moving it around for the Chiefs. 10 seconds remaining, 70-51. And the Chiefs will come out with the win. And that is your final score, 70-51 here. The Sequoyah Chiefs and alma mater of my esteemed colleague, Kyle Sandy, pull out the 70-51 victory in the Harrison Hoyas gym. Kyle, final thoughts here as we wrap up for the night.
Outscored them 21-7 in the fourth quarter. Pretty much put this one out of reach there after it was a 49-44 game. Going into the fourth quarter, Sequoyah heading into the locker room with some great momentum. Very impressive. Jackson Greco got him started. 23 points. Donovan Ship had 18 points, 4 assists, 7 steals. Jaden Montgomery, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 4 steals. As a team, Sequoyah picked up 17 steals, so they were just all over Harrison's inexperienced guards. And Braxton Peterson led the way, 17 points, 11 rebounds. We got to get this man on the mic. Put him on the mic. Put him on the mic. We are here with Coach Carden. A great win. You guys have some exceptional momentum right now going into the region tournament. What did you like from your young Chiefs today?
Well, I really thought the first half we weren't playing with a lot of energy, and it didn't seem like either team was. It was a very boring game because I think both teams know that it really was a meaningless game. Now, when you got a chance to compete, you want to compete, and that's what I kept trying to tell my kids is to make sure that you compete hard every single time. And I thought the second half our defense really picked up. But also know that I'm not sure how much Harrison was engaged. This is not going to be this easy on Monday. You know, I understand that. They understand that. But it is nice getting some rhythm. I thought Donovan really controlled the game the whole time. That's a matchup problem because he didn't really have a good first half, you know, but then the second half he really played well. And then, like I said, we ran our stuff. We got a chance to work on some stuff. I really would take this one any time on Monday, but I have a feeling it's going to be a lot harder than this.
And I know before the game we talked real quickly. You said the defense. Defense is something that you've been working on as a team. You picked up 17 steals today with that pressure defense, full court. How do you think you did defensively?
Well, and that's what we've been preaching all year long. And at first year we were not a very good defensive team, and we keep working on it and working on it. I mean, there's not a day that doesn't go by in practice that we don't slide, guard the basketball, and do shell drills and rotations, both straight up man and both trapping. And you see, when you rotate, you understand how to rotate. The ball comes to you. You don't have to steal the ball. It just comes to you. We did miss a few, and that's got to be corrected. We're having practice tomorrow for about an hour and a half, and it was all to get them in, correct anything, and get themselves prepared. Nothing on Super Bowl Sunday. Everybody wants to watch Super Bowl. And then we play at 4:30 Monday. So, you know, we'll get out of school early and go over there, and we've got to take care of business. But, you know, after what we were last year and to be at this point, you know, I want to win really bad. I'm a big competitor, and I don't like to lose, but I'm so proud of these kids, just where they've come from, no matter what happens on Monday.
Coach, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. Thank you all for everything you do. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach. And that was Coach Carden from the Sequoyah Chiefs. We appreciate him spending a little bit of time with us. And this is Brian Zwerner and Kyle Sandy. We're going to wrap up tonight. Tonight's game is brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. We help teams find gym space for practice and training. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. Stay tuned and watch us on social media throughout the playoffs. We will be all over the state covering the action. Excited to continue our coverage throughout the basketball, and we will be live in baseball, soccer, and lacrosse as the high school seasons move to the spring sports. Thank you very much.